people to log on, and we're going to get into it.
Yeah, we're going to wait. Is that a little better?
Why look so short?
Yeah, he said that's better. Yeah, you gotta move up then. You gotta move up.
I look so short like this.
Okay, hopefully you can see us more now. Okay. Yay!
First of all, let's just say, send thank you out, shout out to Steve Harvey for having us on the show.
Yes, thank you to the Steve Harvey Show. Thank you
for everybody watching, for everybody who's going to chime in. Thank you all for all life. This is our first live chat, so thank you.
Yes, we thank you for watching, and we hope that whatever our viewpoints are is something that can help you in your relationships and help you to make better choices. That's all it's about.
We both get questions all the time, and it just culminated in that show. So we thought that we took it a little further and just engage a little bit more, and maybe we can answer some questions later on. But like, just to get going on it is, I said let's just start at the beginning. You know where we became, where we started, and where we started was friends. And I found out that a lot of people just don't know how to be friends. It's always friendly trying to get some sex.
Yeah.
And then when the shit hits the fan, there's no real love there. It's just all friendly stuff and sex.
That's
so
true.
What do you guys think about that? Can you be friends and then take it to a next level? Because every married couple I know that's happy and feed into each other's lives and all that, they started out as friends.
Yep, they definitely started out as friends, and we definitely started out as friends.
What, 11 years or something?
Well, we actually started on the wrong foot.
Right.
The first month or so of meeting, he said friends first. And then we had to backtrack
and become friends.
And that's when we discovered who each other really was, because when we tried to move so fast when we first stared, we missed
right away.
I didn't know who this person was next to me, and he didn't know who I was. He was just looking out the outer, and that was it. And it wasn't until I didn't think we were really going to get together, period. We were just going to just know each other, that I just let my guard down and let the real me show. And I was able to do that being his friend. And
that means no sex. That's what that means. No friends with benefits.
Yes.
Just friends. Platonic friends.
The crazy thing is, what people don't realize is that before Ronald and I started to even spend time physically around each other, we used to talk on the phone all the time. I remember I would just call him up on the phone, and we would just get on that phone for like 2 hours, 3 hours.
She used to say, people don't even realize how much you talk.
Right. I used to be like, you're talking my head off. But that's how we started. We would talk on the phone. I was single. I had my own place. He had his own place. And we would just get on that phone and talk to each other. And, and it was through those phone conversations that I began to see that you were funny, that you were smart, that you weren't like this tough guy. Like, I didn't know that you liked soft rock music. He liked soft rock. Just certain things about him. I had no idea all of that was on the inside. And he didn't know a lot about what I had on the inside, And he didn't know, because I used to hide it from a lot of guys, that I really am like this handsy woman type of person. He didn't know that I cleaned as hard as I did.
I can tell you right now, in all the furniture that we've ever put together, I've never touched a screwdriver.
I'm the one that's putting together the desk, the shelves,
and shelves, and
like
washing
everything.
machines or whatever it is. And I'm like, what do you want to eat? I'm the one that's cooking and washing the dishes.
I'm the one that's the painter, the spackler.
Put down my floor in my office.
Put down the floor. Like, I get down and dirty with projects.
Look at that stuff.
And cleaning. I was so like scared for people to know, like guys, for people to know that about me, that I used to hide that part of who I was, because I was like, these guys aren't going to want to know that I like to clean and sweep up and paint and get dirty, and no guy had ever seen me looking all scruffy in clean mode or project mode. Nobody. Hey, how you doing, Brenda?
So, you know, I that's one of the parts that I liked. I was like, good, because I don't like doing none of it. It gives me a headache. To look at the instructions gives me a headache. So,
but these are things that when we were friends, I felt like, okay, well, you know, we're not doing nothing. I guess I might as well just show him who I really am. And I did, but I didn't realize that in me doing that it was actually creating value. Like, he was actually seeing another side of me that he thought was something that we could work together with.
Maybe guys don't like it, but
I
did. Thank
you so much, Brenda. Thank you. Did you see the show? Did you see the show? I hope we made y'all proud.
You know,
we got up there and.
But speaking of friends, right? We're just gonna move along a little bit. Is when do you start dating a person you consider a friend, or do you? Like, because a lot of people just jump right into dating. They just skip the whole friendship and go, I need a date, and he's going to be romantic to me, and he's going to take me to my favorite restaurant, and he's going to spend money, or she's going to look sexy for me, and then in a month or two we're going to have sex. Like, or is sex part of dating? You know?
I think that when it comes down to that, like, honestly, when you're going on that first date with someone that you know is kind of sexually interested in you, to me it puts so much pressure on you to put on your costume, to put on your best mask, because you're not being who you really are. You're just being on your right. You're trying You're trying to get approval, so it just puts out like so much pressure. So I don't know. I mean, I would say the best way to actually go on that kind of date is something really casual, something where you're friends, but you know, you decided to do something different that day. You know, like we always hang out, but let's just do a little something extra. You know, and then you won't feel as pressured because they know you. Hold on. I don't get the chance to because of work, but I know you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. You'll find it on like TV. And you know, we're also going to upload this to our YouTube channel. It'll probably be called Rhano and Caprice TV on YouTube.
Right, so we're gonna upload as much stuff as we can online. Isn't this crazy how, you know, here he is, music producer, pole dance instructor, mom, actress, everything else, and here we are talking about our marriage. Like, who would have thought that we would be talking about this part of our relationship, even though people who know us and who've spent time around us know that this is what we do and who we are behind the scenes. We always have been a unified couple, you know, just going back and forth, helping each other, trying to get where we're trying to go on this journey on life, you know? And, you know.
But, you know, just think about the dating question, because, you know, we're going to have a question and answer segment right after what I'm getting ready to say right now. And we're going to move on to the, what are your warning signs, you know? Warning signs in dating. I know you've dated some people, I've dated some people. What was, like, some of the first red flags you saw that was like, this ain't it?
The first red flag that I saw, I just want to say, I'm so glad you rescued me out of this dating game. Because, my God, it was a struggle leading up to you, dealing and dancing through all these different people. I know,
because she would tell me as a friend, you know, when she went on a date, and I'd be like, why did you do that? Why'd you do that? Like, he really said what? And then what?
But I'll never forget I remember there was this actor that I met on the set, and he wanted to, I guess, take me out on a quote-unquote date. Mind you, there was already a lot of that butterfly chemistry, that chemistry that you feel between two people. And I knew he was attracted to me, and he was handsome or whatever. But when he asked me out on this date or to link up, I thought that it was just going to be something that was kind of casual. And don't you know, when I linked up with this guy, I get out the car, I go to him, the first thing he does is kiss me in the mouth.
See,
kiss me in the mouth. Do you hear me? Tongue all down. I'm like, whoa. Like, wait a minute.
That's a guy that's not interested in being your friend. And,
you know, the old me didn't know how to take that because it was just so much so fast. One part of me was impressed by it. Like, oh, he thinks I'm so attractive that's what he wants. But now the new me, the me that I am that's been married for 13 years, you know, dating him, been with this man for 15 years. I'm like, wait a minute. This guy didn't want nothing from me but something physical. You know, he didn't want anything more from me than to hurry up and get to that. He was trying to surpass all of the steps to even get to that, you know? And I would say if you have somebody that's going straight at you like that from the physical, from date one, you need to create some boundaries because clearly that person is coming at you at another angle. They want one thing from you, even though you're looking for something else.
That's right. And you know what? The way to find that something else is not letting him get away with it.
Don't let him. Don't say, oh, we just had a moment of passion, but we're going to get back on the porch and we're going to No, you do not want to do that. You want to create that distance because if this person can respect that boundary, they'll be more drawn actually to give you what you want.
Exactly. I was just going to wait till you finish talking. It's like, if a man is really ready for a real commitment, real relationship, he doesn't know that about you yet. But when you telling him no, sooner or later it's going to click in his mind that she's not easy. I want to marry a woman that's not easy. And if she could tell me no so many times and create that boundary, you know, she's going to do that to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, so it actually builds confidence both ways too.
It does. But back in the day, I used to think that if I don't, then that person's not going to like me. And they're not going to get to really know who I am because I thought that was the glue that was going to hold us together. And now I'm realizing that it wasn't.
It was exactly the opposite when you're not married. When you're married, it's the glue that holds you together. But when you're not married, you just arrest the whole process right where you're at. When you give him sex, you're telling him subliminally, just be who you are. I don't want to know any more about you. I don't care anymore about what you hiding or whatever it is. You gave it to me. I got the trophy, so I'm not going to do anything more than I did to get it because you already told me you rewarded me for who I am right now.
Yep.
So why would I do anything else? You know, if you was running a race and somebody handed you the first place trophy, why would you run it? They gave you the trophy already.
Yep. And that's what I didn't realize, but I know now. That's what I didn't know then. That I know now. So all I can say is first red flag, if somebody's kind of come at you physically in the first date, run. Exactly. I don't even think you should even kiss them on the first date. You're not kissing them. You're not nothing. You're just trying to get to know them. That's
their values, their morals, if they're really wanting to run a long race or they just in it trying to just have some fun with somebody they can get something from. All that's going to be told in the dating process. Yep. And also that's the warning sign. So at this moment, let's take some questions.
Yeah, does anybody have any questions for us?
Let's see.
This is our first live. This is so funny. Ronald usually does his own thing and I do my own thing on Instagram, but this is our first one where we're like together. So strange because we're just so used to doing our own independent stuff. So funny, but it's cool. I like it. I can't wait to do the next one.
Yeah, we're going to be doing this on a weekly basis.
We love you too, teachers. Okay. Oh yeah. One person said the red flag is if a person talks about themselves only.
Oh yeah.
That is definitely a red flag.
I would definitely say that's a big one. To me, that would mean like in a long-term relationship, he wouldn't be interested in anything you're doing. You know, and I think that's important. Like Double Dutch Aerobics, they have something together. You know, and that was because they were friends before they got married.
Yeah,
as well.
that their signal is breaking up.
So, you know, that's a very important point. If you got somebody who's just talking about themselves all day, that's
not a good
big
one.
red flag.
But honestly, when you're friends with someone, you can say, why are you acting like that? You could just be real and tell them about themselves. But it's really hard to do that when you're on this like first date and you're trying to be on good behavior. Mm-hmm. It's really hard to do that. So, you know, like I said.
Well, that goes back to the first point we made. It's important to be friends. Because a real friend would be interested in what you're doing anyway.
Yep.
You wouldn't be friends if you're not interested in each other.
Exactly. You know, so Foundations is friends. You must be that.
And then if you decide there's something else there, then you can go on your date. You know, I think a platonic dating situation is the best. Don't muddle it up. Don't mess it up with, you know, sex here and there. Just be friends. Go on dates. Start figuring out what marriage means to each one of you. You know what friendship means, but let's see what marriage means to each other.
But then when you're friends with someone, you get to see this person for who they really are. Mm-hmm. You get to see, especially like if you're spending a lot, especially if, okay, hey, the Powers Love, hey. Powers Love is another married couple doing their thing. Right. If you stick by certain standards and morals, you will definitely avoid a lot of pitfalls that certain people face. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be so emotionally deprived by the time you meet the one from all of the mistakes that you've made. So it's really important to just try your best to you know, do things the right way. Slow down.
Let the love develop. You know, that's what you're going to need later on in your relationship is the love.
Yep.
You got two loves working. You got the love of the husband and wife love, and you got your friend love.
Yep.
Two loves working. You know, and that's very important to get through the storm.
I tell you, it's definitely the glue that holds us together because. You know, we've been together now 15 years, you know, married almost 13 years, and we dated like 2 years. And
then we knew each other over a decade before that.
Right. And I'm telling you, if you don't have a solid friendship, like this is my boy right here, you know, and my husband. It's like, if you don't have that, then trust me.
The problems are going to
You're going to have a lot of problems.
So with that, we're going to wrap it up a little bit. I want to thank everybody who came on the live and saw us and chimed in. I want to, again, thank Steve Harvey for having us on the show.
Yes, you have to be.
That was great. And guess what? We'll be back every Wednesday at 6 p.m. So if you have any questions, just remember them.
Yes, we're gonna do this every Wednesday. We're gonna have a quick little powwow, and
encourage your single friends to come here.
Yes, encourage everybody.
Maybe some married couples that might be in a little trouble. We're here to help.
Yes,
basically, you know,
we are.
We have a very happy marriage, and we would love everyone to share that. You know, and look out for the book. Ooh, you didn't see that coming, did you? Got a book coming. What's we got coming? The YouTube channel, I said.
We're just gonna
keep you know what?
We're just gonna ride this.
And try to help everybody
and
we can.
just try to help.
We got booking information on the Instagram, right?
Yes.
So if you want to see us in person, you could do that.
Like I said, honestly, whatever we share, we just hope that it can help somebody out there that's still in the game trying to do the same thing. You know, I mean, everybody has something to share. We've been together for a long time, and we just pray that, you know, love finds you
and you work on it.
Yes, definitely.
Bye.
Yes, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll definitely be in touch, and we'll see you guys next